Our final speaker is Faye Todd, who is 14 years of age, and is a member of the Stavely Parkland 4-H Club, where she has been a member for 5 years. Faye's projects include equine and market lamb. Outside of 4-H, Faye enjoys playing sports such as basketball, volleyball, and softball. She also enjoys riding horses, working, and skiing. Ladies and gentlemen, Faye Todd. Is bigger always better? Is bigger always better? Faye Todd.
When I was little, I never really understood how different it was from living in a small community to the city. As I got older, I appreciated more and more how I was always welcomed wherever I went and recognized for my accomplishments. Many people might believe you get better opportunities living in a bigger town or city, but do you really? This made me ponder, is bigger always better? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I've lived in the redneck community of Nanton, Alberta my entire life. A small town of 2,200 people where everybody knows everybody. I've had many close friends that didn't appreciate this tight-knit community because they thought I wouldn't have as many opportunities. I strongly disagree with this statement for the reason that even if my small high school doesn't have as many academic options classes as another, there are so many other life skills you get living in a rural community. Skipping school to go to branding, hunting, or working with livestock is not only okay, but encouraged. This teaches us how to work hard, but as well explore our different passions. Some people may think that teenagers that go to small high schools aren't given the same opportunities for their future. There are, however, so many examples of successful people coming out of Nanton. One example is my sister. Since the age of 10, she has wanted to attend the University of Lethbridge to become a teacher with full intentions of returning back to the area to teach and be a participant in the small town life. Another example is a family friend, Alexi Lively. She was raised in Nanton and attended the University of Calgary, becoming a very successful businesswoman, and has now returned back to Nanton. When asked about this, she stated that, "I love Nanton's proximity to the city, but appreciate this peace and quiet of a small community." Since I can remember, I've shopped and supported the Nanton Candy Store. My sister started working there at the age of 13, and every time I came in, I was known as Cora Todd's little sister, and they couldn't wait for me to start working there too. When I was ready for my first job, I immediately turned to the candy store, knowing full well that the manager and staff would happily welcome me to the candy family. I wanted to provide the same quality of service and friendliness that I had received for so many years. The owner hired me not by my grades, but my relationship with the community and my very strong work ethic. Something I have come to appreciate is instead of using a GoFundMe platform, Nanton hosts more personal, community-based events to help each other out in a time of need. A great example of this is when we hosted a rodeo fundraiser for a retired cowboy diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And local support, we raised more than $100,000 that went towards their family. We also hosted a hockey game fundraiser for a 19-year-old diagnosed with a brain tumor. Proceeds from this event helped pay for his extensive treatment he is undergoing in the United States. I've also had my own personal experience with my community helping my family and I out. In July of 2021, my dad and I were in an ATV accident in the Dutch Creek area where my dad was trapped underneath our side-by-side for 5 hours. We had a GPS device that was able to send our location to rescue crews, family, and friends. The rescue crews included various community members, in particular my local substitute teacher, who is also a volunteer firefighter. The same person that was telling me to be quiet in class was now rescuing me from the top of a mountain. These volunteers are a testament to how well-rounded rural communities are. A lack of resources is made up with our trust and togetherness. Before we knew it, our entire town had known what had happened, and I was continuously asked how my family was doing. I am grateful that I have so many people that are there for me and will literally come and rescue me. One of my favorite things about Nan is that I can walk into almost any local business and everyone knows my name. Georgie's Cafe is a good example of this. I go there almost every morning with my dad, and Georgie knows my order by heart and genuinely cares about what I am doing that day. I am grateful to live in a small community, and I am proud to call myself a Nantonite. Whether I'm skipping school to ski at Castle for the day, serving ice cream at the candy store, participating in a local fundraiser, or playing for a local sports team, I know that wherever I go in life, my family and community will always be behind me and only be a call away. I will always appreciate what my small town has given me, and I know that bigger is not always better.